On the Radio is brought to you by Zurich Insurance, the perfect place to catch up with all things Melbourne. If you enjoy this content and want more inside access from the team, make sure you visit the club website.
There's always drama, and there was drama at Marvel Stadium on Saturday as well when the Demons took on the Blues to resume proceedings in the AFL, and they hung on by the very smallest of margins. And Angus Brayshaw was all watching it all unfold as a Melbourne midfield star, and he joins us. Good morning, Angus.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Going very well, thank you, pal. Nice to have you with us on a Thursday morning. Just take me through the last 10 minutes, Angus, last Saturday. How were you feeling?
Yeah, it's an interesting game. I feel like the first half we felt like we were playing really well, and it just wasn't quite clicking. Obviously, in the second half, they kept sort of chipping back. So 10 minutes to go on the clock. I think we might have been still up by a kick or two. And I think probably, people can think what they want about it, but as a group, we were pretty calm about where we were at. As a younger group, maybe you sort of panic a bit and think about the lead you've lost or something like that, but we stuck to, our process, and even when they levelled, I felt like, there's a level of calm across the group, and, the Bailey Chris kicked the point. That's all we really needed, but, the method to get to that point was, I think showed a lot of growth in our group. I reckon in previous years we would have rolled over. So it was good to see. It's good to see in one way. Obviously, we would have loved to get a huge win on the board, but 4 points is 4 points, and I think we take a lot of learning from it.
Absolutely, and the first half was scintillating, and the first quarter particularly was some of the best footy we've seen in a while, I reckon. It was brilliant. Did you feel going in, Angus, that you were right? Because obviously such a foreign environment in the last 12 weeks and even the last month, I imagine, getting ready once you knew when you were going to play again. Did it feel normal? How did it feel to prepare for that game and walk into the stadium that day? And because it was all a bit odd, wasn't it?
Yeah, we prepared really well. So in some ways it was business as usual, but I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a heap of sort of pinch yourself moments where you're driving into the ground and walking into the rooms and up the race to the ground, that it didn't feel a little bit different. So I think everyone sort of really misses all that stuff, the pre-game, and we won, so the post-game and things like that. It definitely was good to be back. But yeah, we, as I said, have had a really good preparation, and Goody and Burgess made sure we're ready to play. And that first quarter, I think we probably showed that.
There's so many questions to ask you, Angus, but just on Darren Burgess, you're the one that does with your brothers, your 100 hundreds on Christmas Day. So I would imagine that you'd like Darren Burgess with some of the stuff that he's got you to do. What's he been like to you?
Yeah, so we did 100 hundreds obviously on the last day of our pre-season, and I actually asked if there was like a 100 hundreds trading process we could go through. So I did 100 on Christmas Day, if I could discount the ones I was going to do. He laughed similar to that and then shook his head. So, he's great. He's I think it's hard to overstate how much of an impact he can have on our group. But I think that'll become more and more apparent as we get deeper into the year. The boys love him. He's a real professional and has had a heap of experience. So we're loving having him around. And hopefully later in the year when other people are breaking down, we're firing up. And I think Harley Bennell playing is a testament to the sort of stuff he's doing. So to get him up and going early is, that's just the professional that he is.
So when Harley came to the footy club compared to where he's at now, what were your views on Harley, and how much has he been able to change your views on what he's like as a footballer and as a person, but the impact he's going to have on Melbourne?
Yeah, sure. So he was really good mates with Andrew at Freo.
Yep.
Andrew reckons he's a really, really good bloke, and I think that was pretty obvious from when he arrived. He really ingratiated himself well with all our teammates, and everyone enjoys being around him. So there's no issue there. And as for the footballer, I still remember watching him have 35 and 6 or whatever. So we all know how much of a great footballer he is, and we saw glimpses of it when he trained. And I think, we were just, he's got a heap of calf history, so we just sort of crossing our fingers and hoping that Burgos plan was going to stand up and get him through, and it was a risk worth taking. And I think he only played maybe just over half the game just from his load management, so he's not 100% of the way there yet. Hopefully he'll be playing full games, more game time sort of thing. But his work ethic and commitment, I can't speak what it was like before, but it's been first class here. So we're hopefully going to get more games out of him, and hopefully if he kicks 35 and 6, then that'll be all right, I reckon.
Yeah, it should be okay. Well, he's not the only recruit that seemed to make a difference from what I saw on the weekend anyway. Ed Langdon had a really strong performance for you. Adam Tomlinson sitting out there in the wing along with Harley. You've got some guys that have come into this squad that could make a bit of a difference pretty quickly, couldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think starting with our wingers, Langers and Tomo have complemented. We just needed wingers. Like we had half-timers rolling through there, myself included last year. Like I'm not a real winger, so it's good to have those blokes out there. I think it actually just gives us a bit of structure as opposed to having, hard like blokes who aren't professional wingers in there. I think it makes a real difference to our structure and the way we play. And the other thing that really excited me, obviously besides Harley, everyone's spoken about that, is our debutants who both live with my mum and dad. I think that's the key. So Cozzy lived with us for a couple of months, and then, well, not us, mum and dad, I don't live there anymore. And Trent and Luke both live there at the moment. So that's the key to getting a game at Melbourne, to live with my parents. And I thought both of them, Trent in particular really stood out. There's real calm. And he looked like he played 100 games already. And I think Luke was a bit nervous, but worked into the game really well. And the two of them, I think, I've got a few Melbourne fans really excited.
Well, they look pretty good to me. And it's nice to have a good young talent coming in and getting a go straight away too, Angus, I reckon. Because not only is it good for the supporters, but also for teammates, because you see the energy and the raw talent on display. Do you get a bit of a kick out of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for both the reasons you just said, it's really awesome to see. So, and I'm also a bit conscious, like it's one game back, and but it's super exciting. And what are we? We've got 4 days, Sundays we play, so can't wait to see it again next week.
And the Bombers this week, do you watch other games, the upcoming opponents, when you can, or do you wait till during the week and go through that with the boys?
So we sort of, from a preparation point of view, we sort of changed to the next game pretty quick. In terms of that, Essendon have had a really good start, and we're pretty conscious of them. But I don't know, we focus a bit more on what we're doing. If that's the question. We've been trying to really work on things that are our strengths. Obviously, the contest and that sort of thing. If we nail that, I think the first quarter was 9. We really focused on what we were doing, and I don't know, we were at 45 odd points, and we feel like that was a fair sort of indication of the sort of footy we could play. So we spend a little bit of time on Essendon, but we just got to focus on trying to replicate that first quarter, to be honest. And if we get halfway there, I reckon we'll be competitive in most games.
And just one more, Angus, just on yourself, like I just sort of jogged my memory before, but having those guys coming in, Tomlinson and Langdon, for your own game, and how, because at times last year it looked like you were back to your best, and then other games it looked like you were a bit lost out there. We want to see you back to your absolute best. Do you think that those recruitment of players will allow you to play the role that makes you play your best footy?
Yeah, I think I'll be spending more time in the midfield, which is probably where I've played my best footy historically. But it's interesting, you guys, and a lot of other people who watch from the outside in would say, I've got as many disposals, or I don't know what I had on the weekend, but I've probably had more touches in a game. But I think that's a real strength of our group now is, we've got such good cohesion. And, Petraka had a great game on the weekend, and Viney was terrific in round 1. And I think the balance of our group and the love for each other we've got, it's not going to be the same blokes every week. So numbers from a statistical point of view are one indicator, and I get that, and it's the easy one to look at, but it's certainly not the one that, as a group, we try to reward. From our own sort of team point of view, there's a lot of stuff that goes unnoticed and switch that certainly I've made over the last couple of years and our group's made, is that, we don't look at touches and goals necessarily. There's a heap of other stuff that goes into it. So, and that's all part of being in a team. So I think you'll see a different bloke every week go for a lot of touches, and then you'll see a different bloke, doing a lot of team things. And people say that to me a bit about what's happened over the last couple of years, but honestly, it's a team sport, and I'm really committed to the team. So it doesn't bother me at all. If we get the wins, then I'll be fine, and we fortunately did on the weekend. So no complaints from me.
And hopefully you do again on Sunday, 3:35 at the MCG. Check your local guides to see the Demons take on the Bombers in round 3. Anyone who uses Ingratiated on this program is welcome anytime. Angus, we appreciate your time, mate. Good luck.
Thanks very much, guys.